Good evening, viewers. You are watching DD News Meghalaya, and now we bring to you today's news bulletin. Before going to the details, first the headlines. PHADC begins survey into environmental concerns over Rs 151 crore Shillong Ropeway project following appeal by Joint Action Committee. Petrol pump hurled at MSPCB office in Shillong. Police probe possible link to Sri Cement Road. Rebhoy entrepreneur Victoria's aim revives traditional weaving, empowering women and creating sustainable livelihoods. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches Nasha Mukt Yuva for Viksit Bharat campaign, calls on youth to lead drug-free India mission. And countdown to 2030 Commonwealth Games begins as India receives official hosting handover after Glasgow closing ceremony. The news in detail. First, the local news. The Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council has begun examining concerns over the Rs 151 crore Shillong Ropeway project, with its enforcement wing conducting a survey at Lom Shillong. The Joint Action Committee against Shillong Ropeway project has urged the council to intervene, alleging threats to forests and vital water sources. Deborah Marbanyang, President JAC-SRP, has assured that appropriate action will be considered after the survey report is submitted, while the committee continues to demand greater transparency and environmental protection.
Ni kum kidong song mo jong karyat laban dorbar belun tingim dan jingtip ARUM ya kata ka public hearing but dia kata ka public hearing ti ni rungi haban ni sah ka umdum ya kata ka public hearing nomor kam dan kanu ka ong kata ka evidence ma ti ni rungi haban bu ya ka jingkeli sya ka ni ka tourism department but kumju syaka riat laban dorbar belun bapin haban produce kita ke resolution meno bala pelong ya kita ki public resolution ki attendance sheet ki media clippings but kita ki ya kata ka public notice ma bapi ai shingi kum kita ki khon ki hajar jong ki nong shong shnong jong riat laban dorbar belun barwa ni di na uni ulum Shillong but lada penjat hi ya uni ulum Shillong mud kan sadan ke jing linear bat ke jing dat banyak dala adap ke harendang te shwa ban ja kita ki aka ngakarpat ki nong shong shnang baro ki rangba samla kan thai ba chinrang bengin mi shakhamat bengin shimi kan ke jing sngo khia ba ngin preserve bat ngin yang ka we kum ki nong shong shnang jong ka Shillong hibaro ka we bangin pensa penne ikini ki umbam ki umdi ki ba ublei ula perkoi.
The office of the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board in Shillong came under attack today after 3 unidentified masked men allegedly hurled a petrol bomb at the premises. No one was injured and no official records were damaged. Police have launched an investigation after recovering CCTV footage of the suspects fleeing the scene. The incident is suspected to be linked to the recent controversial public hearing on Sri Cement Limited's proposed limestone mining project at Lom Sirman, though officials say the motive is yet to be established.
Orang layak nang ni da police station room kumto ya si sanch permanent ngayak phone office ba dang jinjia ka basusi haba kitan ki riurna ke bami thudur kirawan kawang petrol bam ni artali kumba pili ko way to ko bang dete herum hadi nang to ngawan phai na sini ada man phai sini kita ni ki briu ki bayi i mar khamat ki ta ki briu handai kham da poi berkhat tingidon ni CCTV jongi hang ni ru ke bapan i ngiyok ban ring ar ko ta ki briu handai ki la tap dur khamat mla su bani tho tolong nak tahu tengirum lah bani itu ya ki hentai bani iman hak pot bang kami kila dan lupa sini hentai ubur budan jeng terai sini pentip saya lalu lekan unak munda bi ya kabu kalau ngapa ula dan hidup terai sini tinggal lodge komplain apa lain pra police station makir kelewan kumbai PI di forensic team kila dan hang ni kajing toki kan mai skema tengah melak barang ai.
Opposition MDCs in the Jantia Hills Autonomous District Council, led by A. Andri Shulai, have raised concerns over the allocation of funds under the 16th Finance Commission for 2026-27. They allege that opposition members received only Rs 20 lakh each, while the bulk of the Rs 28.5 crore allocation went to the ruling bench. After meeting Chief Executive Member Thambor Shiwat and Deputy CEM Laski Rambai, the opposition said the discussion was constructive and that the ruling side has assured a decision on the issue by 5th August.
Yang ikan opposition orang pangun BBP dan pangun Kongres ni dalam delegation ni chau CEM halor kejing pak yang kiyo semil i skim kumandu kejat ni. Kamu numan tu kejak, not even 5% ni yang ka terjeng allotment. Ini lor ni i kam ki opposition da ye ni ski da lai da i memorandum jo wa wala under the rules of 16 finance. Wata ka ki to ka wa ikang i ni rule local bodies funds to cover ora ko wi ka area yang ka general district council kasih la yo i garul sa yo ki. Handrai manoyo di konstruksi uman haling opposition pendunang itu kata-kata yang i kami opposition da lain ni da ichemuki wa da ong to ni ka rai tam to yo mo to rai pipi macam rai lang yang ora di game porling da ida persnya yo ni kasi we di mani to at least 50% to ya yo yang i kan mo te ko di mani da halor ita tani i da assure into wa ira khut ga join PP ini sini PP banki da yo in ga the results i kamon the distribution scheme hak santarik.
The Khasi Students' Union has issued a 15-day ultimatum to the state government, warning of protests if its long-pending demands are not met. In a memorandum submitted to Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, the KSU demanded the cancellation of the 31st July public hearing on Shri Cement Limited's proposed limestone mining project and sought action against officials of the district administration and the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board, alleging irregularities and denial of access to opponents of the project during the hearing. Kidney patients from West Khasi Hills have urged the government to set up a dialysis unit at Nongstoin Civil Hospital, citing the severe hardship of travelling to Shillong or Mairang 2 to 3 times a week for treatment. Patients say the long journeys have led to high travel costs, physical exhaustion and delays in accessing care. They have appealed to the government and public representatives to expedite the long-pending proposal for a dialysis facility at Nongstoin.
Mingas ngastom ba bat kabay kali balay by one hadu snong arsin stayaw kambun laga ngawi mi snong ngami sinikong snong tas i mit sinikong nasa Nongstoin si baar ngalay chamerang si baar ngawan phai snong tas si la balang ngawan wan thia mit chwa Nongstoin tas si tedi ngalay chanong Mairang.
Okay.
Nakarpat ya kinong nong ikmat jong kene kadong katany banbu no ko wei ka jing jekale balalasis Nongstoin bansup kalai kawan yang ibar
ka katkum sya te ka Nongstoin de bandon pengin jekale delesis normal baga Kadek kami jeng ke Mairang teka kan stoin. Gue kumno king ke London cuaca Mairang. Gue lihat mo Mairang enco Mairang han stoin. Insyaallah de ban enco nang stoin yang mar kala de ka ke Mairang kala de ka kon nang jeng ka nang stoin. Kamtam ni kiba pangkum nilai. Banyabe adu Mairang de kala jenjar yang kinong pang Cibuan. Tenga kerpat eki sotkat te ban hikmat lem mo namar bunti gi bapang kumanga.
In a small village of Ribhoy, the rhythmic sound of a handloom is doing more than weaving fabric. It's weaving dreams, preserving tradition and creating livelihoods. Meet Victoria's Aim, a woman entrepreneur who turned her passion for weaving into a successful enterprise, empowering other women along the way. Here's our special report.
Inside her workshop at Maulong Nongtulu village, every thread tells a story. For Victoria's Aim, weaving is not just a profession, it's a legacy. She began weaving over 2 decades ago, stepped away for a while but returned with a bigger dream. In 2020, she founded Kunai Enterprise, specializing in eri silk products. What started with just 2 weavers has today grown into a team of 11 women, with more now learning the craft under her guidance.
Kenadu arhajar arpeuhi ngalale full time ya kane kam thanjan ngala than bet lagi janjan dia bet nadu usnam arjar arpeu hadu mentah ngale bet full time ya kane kam dia haga basdang persyang himarway bantan dai hadin katok nepor ngai bakal khamiaj dia ngala sedang banbu arngut kinong tre ki bayarap ya bat nang tapat ngai kana khamiaj tinga bu pat sangut bat mentah ngala bu khat wingut ki ba yarap bat nga Kidon kibat han lang bat nga ha ken jagat han kidon pat kibat han ha ki ying ki jongki nga shu ai dok sai ti kidon khat we ngut bat menta kidon lai ngut ki ba nga ai training ba nga yo jing yarap na ka DCIC na nong po de nga kidon lai ngut ki khna ki ba nga ai training menta.
From spinning yarn and natural dyeing to weaving the final product, Victoria personally ensures every piece reflects Meghalaya's rich handloom tradition. With support from the PM Vishwakarma scheme, she has showcased her creations at exhibitions across the country, opening new markets for her enterprise. But for Victoria, success is measured not only in sales but in the lives she has helped transform.
Haus nam arhajar arpusan ladang ambakla ngayak jingtip baka don kaneka scheme nang baka PM Vishwakarma dia ngalak persyang ban apply. But kalami ka kerteng junga ngalak Daiwi basajit ya kene ka scheme pok ka PM Vishwakarma. Dia ngas ngomen shibun nang ba kene ka scheme ka ba ngala sajit ngala yolat ban participate shibun ki exhibition hapok ka jela Meghalaya jengi bat sabar ka jela ru ngala yo ban lej yicim mentah ka exhibition ka balong ha dilihat ha mentas nam ajar pusan ha bunai Januari. Dia kalong kalat ka ba Pelilat pelianti yang bangan lak ban pen itu ya ladeh ya kene kekam ka bangat tre. Ban lengba ka exhibition ka bangi yo ban lej ngidang kenduk ya ki customer de kanang khamyat kene kekam ka bangat tre. Nak liang jonga ngas ngau ban ai man sim ya ki wei pat ki pralong kemi dan ki khun samla kan thebat sinrang bangim da dei e ban khmit lenti tang ya kata kam sarkar kam dei dang ka kam sarkar ka ba dei ka kam ka bangila ban pen im ya ka yin ka sam ka jengi ban kersian ya ka yin ka sam hendrei langba jong ka ne ka kam ka ba nis dang hi dalade nila ban kersian ya ka yin ka sam.
By blending tradition with innovation, Victoria's Aim has shown that a simple handloom can become a powerful tool for self-reliance and women empowerment. Her journey from passion to enterprise is inspiring many young people to create opportunities instead of waiting for them. Bureau Report, GD News, Meghalaya.
Now for the national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched the Nasha Mukt Yuva for Viksit Bharat Sankalp Abhiyan, calling on the youth to lead India's journey towards a developed nation by 2047. Addressing over 1 crore young people connected from 28,000 locations, he said a drug-free, healthy and confident generation is essential for achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat. The Prime Minister also announced a 100-week campaign featuring sports, culture, yoga and meditation every Sunday to promote a drug-free lifestyle and encouraged greater community support and rehabilitation for those battling addiction.
इस मूवमेंट का नाम ही इसके संकल्प को स्पष्ट करता है, क्योंकि आज जब देश ने विकसित भारत का लक्ष्य तय किया है तो इसके लिए आवश्यक है देश का युवा तन से स्वस्थ हो, मन से स्वस्थ हो, आत्मविश्वास से भरपूर हो और ड्रग्स जैसी घातक आदत से हमेशा हमेशा दूर ही रहे, दूर हो। यही इस अभियान का उद्देश्य है। इसलिए हम सबको ये संकल्प लेना है, हमारे युवा नशे और ड्रग्स के खतरों को समझे, हर तरह से जागरूक रहें और उससे दूर रहें। और इस संकल्प में अब राष्ट्रीय नशा मुक्त युवा अभियान की बड़ी भूमिका है।
Both houses of parliament were adjourned till 2 p.m. today following opposition protests over the alleged police action during demonstrations on the NEET issue. Before the disruption, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and Rajya Sabha Chairman C.P. Radhakrishnan congratulated Team India for its impressive performance at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. They praised the athletes for winning 39 medals and finishing fourth in the overall standings, while also acknowledging the historic achievements of India's para-athletes.
कांस्य पदक भारत के खिलाड़ियों ने उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन करते हुए 13 स्वर्ण, 17 रजत व 9 कांस्य पदक सहित 39 पदक जीते हैं और पदक तालिका में चौथा स्थान प्राप्त किया है। इन खेलों में हमारी महिला खिलाड़ियों ने अपनी अद्भुत क्षमता का और असाधारण प्रतिभा का परिचय देते हुए 8 स्वर्ण पदक जीते हैं।
Honorable members, the House joins me in congratulating the Indian contingent on its outstanding performance at the just concluded Commonwealth Games and the Commonwealth Para Games held at Glasgow in Scotland, United Kingdom. India secured an impressive 4th position in the Commonwealth Games medal tally, winning 39 medals overall, comprising 13 gold, 17 silver and 9 bronze medals. Our para-athletes scripted history by registering their best ever performance at the Commonwealth Para Games with 7 medals, including 3 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals.
The Ministry of Road Transport has proposed amendments to the Central Motor Vehicles Rules 1989 to introduce two-wheeled road ambulances for faster emergency medical care, especially in remote areas. The Ministry has also proposed the phased implementation of vehicle-to-vehicle or V2V communication systems, which will enable vehicles to exchange safety information and provide advance warnings about collisions, sudden braking, unsafe lane changes and approaching emergency vehicles. Let's now take a look at the top international stories. least 8 people were killed after Ukraine launched a large-scale overnight drone attack targeting military, energy and civilian infrastructure across several Russian regions. Russia claimed its air defense systems intercepted 635 drones, while authorities reported casualties in the Udmurtia and Belgorod regions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the strikes targeted a military airbase in Engels, an oil refinery in Saratov, and an oil depot in the Kaluga region. And in sports. The countdown to the 2030 Commonwealth Games in Ahmedabad has officially begun following the closing ceremony of the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. India marked the handover with a vibrant cultural presentation as hosting responsibilities were formally transferred from Scotland. Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward invited athletes from across the Commonwealth to gather in Ahmedabad in 2030 for the centenary edition of the Games. India concluded the 2026 Glasgow Games with an impressive haul of 39 medals, including 13 gold, 17 silver and 9 bronze, finishing fourth in the overall medal standings.
Every 4 years, we endeavour to come together to celebrate our Commonwealth through sport. Thanks to the manner, style and enthusiasm with which you have competed, officiated, supported, organised and volunteered. You have once again brought the spirit and values of the Commonwealth to life. You have inspired us and hopefully future generations. You have also demonstrated what unites us. Thank you all. Thank you, Glasgow.
Union Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia today felicitated India's weightlifting contingent for its outstanding performance at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. Congratulating the athletes and coaches, he said every medal brings immense pride and joy to the nation. Encouraging those who missed out on medals, the minister said a sports person never truly loses but learns to come back stronger, expressing confidence that they will achieve success in future competitions.
तो अच्छा लगा जिस खिलाड़ियों को मेडल नहीं आया है उसको याद रखना है स्पोर्ट्समैन कभी हारता नहीं वो जीतता है या तो फिर से जीतने के लिए सीखता है ऊर्जा अर्जित करता है हमारे 3 एथलीट इस बार मेडल नहीं ले पाए हैं लेकिन मेरा पूरा विश्वास है आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का आशीर्वाद आपके साथ है सारी देश की 140 करोड़ की जनता की शुभेच्छा आपके साथ है आने वाले दिनों में आप भी मेडल लेके आएंगे आज के अवसर पर मैं सबसे पहले कोच का अभिनंदन करना चाहूँगा
Cabinet Minister and Jirang MLA Sastinis Sotun today inaugurated the first ever artificial turf football ground at the Umbuda Playground in Ribhoi district. Sotun inaugurated the Rs 10.93 crore state government funded facility in the presence of Nongpo MLA, Miral Bons Aim and other dignitaries. The ground will be managed by a local committee to promote football and sports development in the district. The inauguration program concluded with a friendly exhibition football match between the MLA 11 and the officer.
Mauro Kumbula, Kalong de Chunjoy, Nakam Taki Pun Sama, Jong da Kalmi Boy Kajumi, Ibang Nai Kanang Mituski, Ipun Sama Nakam Kalmi Boy, Larong Ikentai dan Gishilang, Ilara Pan Perpau Beladi, Agi kami ay ibaper-baper. Hamtam ako football.
Let's now take a look at the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature 29 degrees Celsius were recorded today. The relative humidity is 86% and rainfall 6.9 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, 19 degrees Celsius of minimum temperature, 24 degrees Celsius of maximum temperature, 84% relative humidity and 18 millimeters of rainfall were recorded. Meanwhile, in Jowai, minimum temperature 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 85% and rainfall 3.8 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely to occur at many places. Before winding up this news bulletin, let's take a look at the headlines once again. THADC begins survey into environmental concerns over Rs 151 crore Shillong Ropeway project following appeal by Joint Action Committee. Petrol bomb hurled at MSPCB office in Shillong. Police probe possible link to Shri Cement Road. Rebhoy entrepreneur Victoria's Aim revives traditional weaving, empowering women and creating sustainable livelihoods. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches Nasha Mukt Yuva for Viksit Bharat campaign, calls on youth to lead drug-free India mission. And countdown to 2030 Commonwealth Games begins as India receives official hosting handover after Glasgow closing ceremony. And that's all we have for you in today's news bulletin. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching.